you're sitting around wondering why your life doesn't really change much. You're like, man, why is my life always like this? Man, I never get invited to the parties. Man, I never get to do this. I never get to do that. This doesn't happen. My life is boring. It sucks. My question to you and to myself, really, because this is something I had to ask myself, something I had to realize. Listen, you're responsible for your life. The question is, who do you think is responsible for you, man? Ain't nobody out there's business, concern, or interest or mission in life. There ain't nobody out there like, Mr. Bond, your mission is to go out there and make sure X person has the best life ever. No, that Bond ain't coming to give you the best life ever. He ain't coming to take you to nice holidays. He ain't going to buy you nice clothes. He ain't going to help you become more interesting. The only person who actually cares about whether you live an interesting or boring life is actually the person you see every day in the mirror. That's the guilty party. That's the dude whose ass you need to whoop. That guy needs to take responsibility, because if you're not happy with the life that you're leading, it's time to change it. And that's the beautiful thing. That's the amazing thing, that you could have had the most boring life for the last couple of years, the last year. You could have been the guy that everybody thinks, man, that guy is so boring. He doesn't do anything. But if you just make a decision to change your mind and to do something different with yourself, you could say, you know what? I actually have enough money in my account to go to Cuba. I'm going to go to Cuba. I'm going to go there for a weekend and just go see what's there. I'm going to go to Miami. I'm going to go to Tokyo, Japan. I'm going to go to Mexico City. I am going to go to the Brazilian jungle. I'm going to go to Rio de Janeiro. I'm going to go to South Africa. I'm going to go to Cape Town. I'm going to go to Johannesburg. I'm going to go to the national park and look at zebras and wildlife and all that. I'm going to go to the Central African Republic, if you like that kind of thing. I'm going to go to Thailand and eat crickets and eat some snake soup. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Or I'm going to go to this year's Comic-Con? Comics convention. I'm going to go look at that stuff. I'm not a big fan of that, but that you could go there. You could go to the Formula One. You could go to yacht racing. You could go to golf games. You could go to football games. You could go to paragliding events. You could go to the air meets where guys fly in their airplanes and then meet. You could go there and be like, you know what? I don't have an airplane, but I can watch planes. I could just listen to the events. One day when I own a plane, I know what happens and I know why I should own a plane. You could go to car meets. You could go to fashion shows. If you're in New York, you're in Cape Town, you're in London, go to fashion shows. You could go to music events. You could just decide that, you know what, I'm going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to look at the year and I'm going to choose 4 events that I'm going to every 3 months. I'm going to go to the rock festival. I'm going to go to the water festival. I'm going to go to Fashion Week. I'm going to go to the film awards. Choose things that are exciting and fun, things that make you laugh, things that engage your emotions, and choose to go those things. And you're going there not even because you're sure I'm going to totally have fun, or it's going to be my money's worth. You could go to Cuba and have the worst time of your life. But you know what? When you get back on the plane and come back all miserable, at least you went to Cuba. At least you got out of your basement. At least you got out of your house. At least you lived. At least you did something different. And this is also, especially when you're single, like a lot of times we are single, and or when you are single, I don't understand, a lot of times we're single. That's not true. When you are out there thinking about your life and you're thinking, when I have a wife, when I have a girl, leave that rubbish at home, bro. You just need to get up and start doing stuff by yourself. You don't need a wife. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need no friends to go with you. Seriously, you could go to Miami by yourself. You could go to Las Vegas by yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to choose stuff that's engaging so I'm not alone. I'm going to choose stuff where it's cool. I'm going to do the zip line at inside the casino. I'm going to go do the ride on the gondolas at the Venetian or whatever. I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to go to the Grand Canyon. Yes, by myself. It's still going to look great. I don't want to ask the ranger to take a picture of me in the canyon. It's still going to be amazing. I'm going to live, because I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to die. I don't know if I'll have another 10 years. I don't know if I got another 3 years. I got another week. I'm going to get hit by a bus next weekend while getting some ice cream. I don't know. And you don't know. And you, especially when you start feeling like your life has stagnated and nothing is happening, and you've got the means to make something different out of it, especially if you got money and you can fly around the world and go to different places, do it. Do it. Experience something different. Buy a new type of outfit. Buy a kind of shirt you wouldn't usually buy. Buy a different kind of watch. Go see a movie you wouldn't usually see. Just change it up. The only person that sits around thinking about whether your life is interesting, boring, sucks, can be better, or anything is you. Nobody else is sitting around there saying, man, his life is not interesting. How do I make his life more exciting, more interesting, more valuable, more fulfilling? Nobody's going to do that to you. Nobody's going to do that for you, rather. It's up to you to create a life that you want. You've got to take responsibility. It's not about your friends. It's not about your ex-girlfriend. It's not about your ex-wife. It's not about the friends you used to have. It's not about who doesn't talk to you. It's not about who doesn't come around. It's not about your brother. It's about you. You can wake up and get up and say to yourself, oh my God, I'm going to live. I'm going to go for new experiences. I'm going to use my time to do something. I may not be the richest guy, but you know what? If you live in a city, for instance, you live out, let's say, San Francisco, you live out in Johannesburg, you live out in London, you live out in Mumbai. There are definitely things happening in that city that don't always cost money for you to participate. It could just be going to a beach you've never gone to, walking down into a park that you've never walked through. It could be just simply going to free concerts and music festivals, going to the museum and you've never gone there before. Hey, you're not interested in art, but hey, I'm just going to look around and see what I find interesting. I don't need to know all the deep details, but oh my God, that's a giant tulip. You know what I mean? Just go out there and enjoy yourself. Just live. Stop containing yourself. It doesn't matter what people in your family have traditionally done or not done. It doesn't matter what your friends do or don't do. It's your life. There is no limit on it. There is no prescription that you are supposed to live in a certain neighborhood and do certain things, or because you're Indian, you should only be able to do this or that. That is all hogwash. Go out there and experience what you wish to experience. You want to get on a plane, fly to Amsterdam, look at furniture? Go ahead. It's your fetish and you are allowed to have it. You want to go to the red light district and lick girls' toes? Go ahead. Whatever makes you happy, man. You want to pour mayonnaise on yourself and run on the beach in Hawaii naked? Man, it's your freaky fantasy. Do what makes you happy. But do not sit around having a life that you don't like, sad, angry at yourself, that or wish something would happen. Nothing will ever happen. You are the thing that happens to you. You are it, your mind and your actions. So get out there and do something with yourself. Decide where you want to go. Decide what you want to do. Make your life the most exciting adventure possible. It's possible right now to do it. Don't question it. Make it happen. All right? You go out there and have the adventure you deserve. And I'll talk to you next time.